So this street is kind of slanted straight down in front of me, but also to the left. And as soon as I make that turn on this road, the unicycle immediately wants to fall over to the left. And more dogs. Hello, doggies. Yes, yes. Yeah. Dogs don't seem to like this thing. Oh, it is beautiful though today. It is currently 53. In another hour it'll be 50 degrees. But the sun is going down. I would say in about 20 minutes it'll be dark completely. Maybe 30. Let's make sure there's no cars coming. It's warm enough that I don't need any kind of mask to wear, you know, to keep my face warm. I don't have any winter gloves, but I do have my winter riding jacket, which is a motorcycle jacket. Ironically enough, I never actually used it when I had a bike, because my bike actually broke down around the same time I bought this new jacket. Now, I'm going to try something that I might regret, and that is I'm going to try to go off-road now. So I'm in Francher Davidge Park. I try to stay local, and I'm going to see what going off-road feels like. And by off-road, I mean like dirt and gravel. Oh, this is bad. I mean, it's not terrible, but yeah, no, I don't like it. I'm still not sure enough to do this. This gravel is kind of loose and wet. I mean, I haven't fallen yet, but I'm definitely not going slow. I mean, fast. I can't even think straight. I'm too busy focused on this road. So I'm going slow, and you might not see it so much because the different views you have is the action camera, which is mounted to my head, and my head continuously is pointed straight regardless of where my body is pointing, and the Pocket 2, which is on a gimbal on my chest, which is probably also facing straight forward regardless of the rest of my body. And what's happening right now that you probably can't see is that this bike is all over the place. This unicycle is, I'm going left and right constantly to keep myself balanced over this loose gravel. And I forgot how much of an incline there is. So, yep, we're gonna fall. We're going to... Okay. Alright, we didn't fall, but I did jump off. Yeah, I'm not doing this. I'm not good enough for this right now. So we're gonna walk this down this hill here. Yeah, I would have fallen. If I would have tried to continue on this, I would have been eating gravel. Whether or not I would have actually gone face down, that's a different story. Who knows? I'm not playing around with that because I don't have a helmet on. Once I get to a point where I can go faster and that I can do stuff like this, wow, this thing is, I'm only pushing it with my hand, like if it's luggage, and it is bouncing all over the place. Every time it hits a little bump, it's like a little, what do they call that? Like a pogo stick. Like it's jumping. So this is something that I'm gonna have to worry about because this is crazy. It is not doing well. I'm gonna take a shortcut to get back to the paved side of this. I'm not walking through here. I made a video last night actually, which may or may not have been posted. With these videos, I never know until I go to edit them. I haven't tried to edit it yet as of the time I'm recording this video. This is not going to work. I have not yet mastered starting a ride uphill. Downhill is a little easier. Uphill is tricky. But I'm gonna try it now. Already it's going backwards, so that's not good. I have to lean even more forward, and we'll see if I can get enough momentum to move. Hey, look at that. I mean, it's not great. My foot placement is horrible. Oh, and as I have mentioned in other videos, which again you may or may not have seen because I may not have posted them, it's a little tricky getting your foot on the pedal in the orientation that you want it. I mean, the first foot that you put on, you can, do whatever you want with it. But jumping on the unit as you go forward, it doesn't always land the way you want it to. That's a lot of deer. Can you guys not? Okay, cool. Just be cool. Just be cool. Last thing I need is a deer to charge either at me or directly in front of me, and I can't stop in time. But all right. Yeah, as I was saying, if you don't get your foot placement right, you're going to be off balance. And then if you want to slide your foot back or move it forward, it's not always easy. Like, as soon as you try to transfer weight on that other foot or remove weight from that foot to, as I said, readjust your foot, your balance goes all crazy. And there's a guy with a dog, of course. The air is getting colder now because we are by the lake, and obviously the lake is going to be colder at this time, so it's going to adjust, or I would say it's going to affect, there's the word I'm looking for, it's going to affect the air temperature around it. So on this side of the park, it's actually cooler than where I was before. And again, this is the same part where I don't understand. This should be a nice, flat, even road. This road was done new recently, and yet it's still, the wheel every time I get on this side of the road is either wants to lean to the left or lean to the right. Usually around here, where those cars are parked, actually, usually around that point, it starts to lean to the left. So let's see if it still does that. Okay, it's not doing it. So maybe it's just that side of the road, the left side, because now I'm actually on the right side. Now, I'm gonna go the same way I went last night, and I'm gonna try and go a little further down and hope that I don't get hit by a car, because it is getting a little dark, and I'm wearing a black, a jet black motorcycle jacket that has no reflectors on it. The bike has a headlight and a tail light, but that may not be sufficient enough. But yeah, I'm definitely getting used to it. The slowing down and the speeding up is pretty intuitive. I'm getting better at it. It's just the turning, the leaning. There's a car coming behind me. I can hear it. And I'm just gonna go slow. Hopefully they don't run me over. Okay, there we go. Not terrible. This is a wide road, so they have a lot of space. Normally I go against traffic because I want to see the cars coming. There was a little bit of a panic moment because I was actually getting close to a pothole, which I'm going to stop here because there's too much traffic here. Oh, you son of a bitch. He was going to turn. Alright. Let's see. Any cars coming? No? Alright. Shit. Alright, there we go. Okay. At some point, I'm going to do drills where all I do is get on the bike. I keep calling it a bike. At this point, I am convinced this is just a one-wheeled motorcycle. It's not, I don't think anybody calls it that, but But yeah, this is, as far as I'm concerned, this is like a one-wheeled motorcycle. So I keep calling it a bike like it's a motorcycle. At some point, I'm going to be doing drills to try to get more acclimated to it, like you would when you're learning how to ride a motorcycle. So I'm going to do try to do slow maneuvers where I do tighter turns, U-turns, figure eights, possibly. Where does that road go? I should go check out that road. I've never been back here. So let's carefully make a U-turn. Yeah, the U-turns are... Oh no. Okay, come on. Stop. There we go. My Osmo Pocket does not like... It really doesn't like... There we go. I had to restart my Osmo Pocket because it doesn't like fast turns or aggressive turns. The gimbal can't keep up, I've noticed. So sometimes it gets crazy, and it just, yeah, it has to be reset. Where am I? Oh, I see where I am. So I'm in the back part where so to the right of this fence is the park that I was just in. How far does this go? Okay, that's not a road. That's a path, a walking path. This is an interesting little area. I would love it for them to make that rail trail that you might be seeing right now. That over there, that's part of the rail trail. I would really like it if they could finish it so that I can actually connect from here all the way back. There's a weird smell. Swampy. Like rotting logs. It's probably back there. Alright, I think this might have just made a full loop and brought me back to where I was originally going to be. Fair enough. Not a big loss here. At least I know now that that's what it does. It's a quiet little area though. I like that. I like quiet. I like low congestion, you know, as minimal as possible. All right, I am going to either make a right or a left. I have not decided yet. Let's see what traffic is going to dictate. Any cars coming? There are cars coming. All right, let's be real careful so I don't get hit by a car. Stay on the side of the road. This really is a bad idea. I didn't think this through. I'm going slow because hopefully I can control the bike. There I go again. So I can control the EUC, the electronic unicycle, or the electric unicycle. So I can control it in a way where if I need to bail, it's not gonna go into traffic. Now, let's see how far I can go. What is this car? Oh, it's a fire car. Mechanics town. Okay. It is also getting dark really fast. Yeah. So when the ground is uneven, meaning it's at a slope, and I don't mean like a front to back slope, I mean a left to right slope. Just like on a motorcycle, you have to counterbalance that. Unlike a motorcycle though, this thing is not as easy to balance. Now, all of that is loose gravel, so I'm not going in there. I'm going to make a controlled U-turn. And if you could see how I look on this, you would probably laugh. And I'm just gonna stay going against traffic. Screw it, because I was gonna go onto the other side of the road, but there's too much traffic. At least this way I can see in front of me and people can see me. They can see my face. One of the things you learn when you're riding a motorcycle, not that this is a motorcycle, but when you do learn how to ride a motorcycle, is make eye contact. If you are entering an intersection and there's a car at the other intersection, the other side, you make eye contact. Why? Because one, you can see if they can see you, if they're looking at you. If they're not, you can anticipate that they might just throw themselves in front of you, and you don't want that. Two, it actually kind of gets their attention more, so they do pay attention to you, so they don't do what I just said they would do. I think with this it would be the same thing, because it's the same situation. You have a tiny profile, so it's a lot harder for people driving cars to see you. I'm gonna get off this road though, and I'm gonna go back over here because I'm not ready to be on the side of the road like that. So we'll come over here where it's quiet. I will have to get back on that road, but it's going to be a short distance. But this is exactly what I wanted to use this for. To just ride around where it's nice and quiet, so I can see things. So I'm not like trapped in a car, first off, so that I can actually enjoy the environment around me. But so that I can also maximize the distance I can travel. Normally I would do that on a motorcycle. There are some areas you can get in with this that you can't get on a motorcycle, like the park, for example. But also, this thing is quiet. Like, my voice is the loudest thing right now. You can't even hear this machine. Now, when you turn on the headlight, there is a fan that goes along with the headlight to try to keep it from overheating. And it does have some sound to it. Any cars coming? Any cars coming? No cars coming. Let's go. Okay. I'm just gonna slow down. That's the other thing you do have to worry about sometimes, is cars will assume that there's nobody around, and they'll just do stupid shit. And by cars I mean drivers, because cars don't drive themselves. The same way guns don't shoot themselves. People use guns, people use cars. People will do stupid shit. People will assume that there's nobody around, so they'll just pass a stop sign without even slowing down. Sometimes they'll pass a red light because they figure I'm the only one on the road, which is a very stupid assumption to make. Okay? You're not the only person around. I'm complaining because I'm actually remembering something I saw recently. I saw somebody make a left turn at an intersection, passing a red light without even slowing down, because I guess they assumed nobody else was there. And they assumed wrong. A car had just managed to stop in time before they T-boned them. So luckily nobody got hurt, nobody got into an accident, but that was 2 seconds away from being a major accident. And I'm gonna stop at the park again because my feet are killing me already. That was nowhere near as long as the last ride I did, but I'm assuming since I'm doing these rides back to back, one day after another, that my legs haven't had time to fully recover. So it's gonna be one of those things where I have to just do this daily, a little bit at a time, and build up my stamina, build up my muscle strength, so that I can actually go further. You know what? I'm gonna go this way because I don't want to stop in the park. So I'm gonna end the video here hopefully without having to stop. If you enjoyed this short video, hit the like button. You want to see more, hit subscribe. Leave a comment, ask questions if you have questions about this thing. If you know more than I do, which is probably most of the people that ride these things, and you see I'm doing something wrong, let me know. give me some feedback. Let me know. That way I can become a better rider. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. So if you enjoyed the video, I appreciate a like, some comments, some subscriptions would be great. And with any luck, I'll see you in the next video. And until then, take care.